The tender process in a large customer takes a lot of time. So depending on generally have a pre-qualification questionnaire. So they want to make sure that the people that are quoting for this job are capable of their time with 15 different contractors. So you've got to go through that process, and then your process itself, which we actively decide not to bid on more contracts than we actually bid for. And the reason for that is the industry notorious price. Now, of course, we want to make sure everybody gets a fair price. But when I pick up a tender or I look at it, usually at the top of the document, it will tell you how it's weighted. So it will say, right, 60% of this out of 100 to whoever is the cheapest price. And just by pure 50% is more than 40%. So if you've got the best quality of all the cleaning companies in the UK, you are not win that contract based on price. So I would never, no matter how much I like the contract or the client worth in terms of, kudos for having that particular client, we don't contracts that are 60-40 in terms of cost or above. Sometimes they are above, because they take so much time. A tender process from end to end can take 2-3 months invested in terms of in the document, doing the walkarounds, etc. So we're a little bit selective with that documentation that needs to be filled in, and it's good to start keeping case studies to build up. You've got some examples of projects you've carried out or contracts that are similar to the one that you're tendering for, and you can put them in tender. But they take a lot of nursing. I mean, I've got one at the moment which is another big one, a well-known company. Told you would recognise the brand.
Yeah,
I've been conversing with them for around 18 months now, and they're a global company. And management changes, someone else picks it up. You've got to build a pool, and then they say, can you review the price and send it again because 6 months have gone by, and obviously the cost of living up, wages are going up. So a public sector tender, so a school, they're relative sync with their deadlines, and they can take anything from 2 to 3 months. Some can take 12 months plus to get over the line. So it really depends on but if you want the business, you just got to keep with it.
Yeah. And is there an average number of tenders that you tend to apply for in a year? I know obviously you're getting more selective, and I guess that harks back to your niche. Do you at the start of every year go, okay, this year 10 tenders or 5, whatever it is, that's what we're going to go for, provided they meet this criteria?
Particularly, I would just look at the opportunity and think, right, is this a contract that we give up and deliver well? Is it an area of cleaning that we've got some experience in? And many different factors, and just assess them on a case-by-case basis. If someone put a tender on and it met our business criteria in terms of we could deliver this and deliver it well, because obviously we're hungry for that growth, and we're not where I want the business yet. But it's not something we have a set amount. It's just on a case-by-case basis, and if we think we are excess money, then we're obviously going to go for it.
And obviously public sector tenders, you mentioned you can go on local government websites. With the bigger, like this global brand that you mentioned, how did you come across that opportunity, or how do you find those opportunities?
This one come to us, Matt. It was an inbound inquiry, and they had a one-off project, which we did, and it went well, and we built a bit of rapport with the procurement lead. And then he said, look, I've got this contract coming up, would you be interested in it? And I said, yeah, of course, we would love to. And it hasn't got across the line yet, unfortunately, but we're inching ever closer to it. So again, inbound, making sure that when someone was a warehouse cleaning, warehouse cleaning Southeast, we're number one. And that pays dividends in the end, because you get customers coming to you. And I say it's not reliant because they're coming to you and you going to them.